Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure, and I still got some books to share with you that was in the last haul, but the video was getting so long and I was like oohing and awing over these books going like page by page practically, so I made it take like 40 minutes, so I cut that out and going to go back through them. Probably not page by page, but who knows, I get carried away with them because I love them. I found these encyclopedias of collectibles. This is from the Time Life books. And they had a bunch of these. They did have some of them that were duplicates. And I kind of regret it. There's some of them that I kind of wish I did because there's ones where like one page is grapes, then the back of it is great too. And I want to cut them both out, so I don't know which one to do. Granted, I don't have the whole collection. This goes alphabetical. You know, I got some B, some C's, D, and then L to M, M to N, and P to Q. So I don't have them all. And there's a lot more. But I absolutely love these. Do I got photos? Okay, so I don't even know where to start. But they have so many different things. Like here they got photographs, pipes, playing cards, police memorabilia, posters, you know, musical instruments, movie memorabilia, music boxes, menus, you know, cookbooks, corkscrews, just so many random things. Buttons, you know how we love buttons, cameras, candle holders, canes, children's books, we love those, cigar bands and labels, Christmas tree ornaments, coins, clothing, comics, what's in here, like lamps, locks and keys, magazines, a lot of cool stuff. So I'm kind of go through them and show like why I love these so much. And I do have like one or two of these, but this time I found a lot more of them. And yeah, you're not gonna like every single picture like these. Last time's like, what in the world am I gonna do with them? But there are some things that you can. I absolutely love these end pages because they have this nice texture to them. I don't know if you can even see that, if it's focusing. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Those are always great. I always love the flyaway end pages. I'm trying to remember what year these were. These were like I thought they were in the 70s, 79, I thought. I always have the hardest time finding these. Yeah, 1979. They do have a slight odor to them. These ones do. But whenever you find things that you don't think you'll use, always look for the colors. You can always punch your, or just even this. I can just cut those birds out, or these dragonflies I can cut out, or like this blue, I really like this color. I can punch shapes out of them, just circles or hearts or letters, you know, flowers, you know, the possibility is endless. So don't forget about that. I did do a kind of like a tutorial how you can do that and everything. This like green going on, you know, so don't forget about once you like harvest all the stuff that you like out of this that you're going to use as is, then go back through and not look at what it is and start looking at the colors and the things, your die cuts and everything. And you don't have to have die cuts. You can also have paper punches, you know. I'm trying to think of one. Like here's my simple little hole punch, you know, or you can just punch them or cut them out yourself, you know, draw a shape or something and fussy cut it out yourself. So yeah, don't forget that. Let's find, oh yeah, I liked the ones like this because they had like old ads in here, and I thought that'd be kind of cool because it gave me an idea how they had like a picture of the actual item and then like the ad for it. So that kind of gave me an idea. What if I tried, you know, cutting something out like this and then do some stamping to make it look like an ad? You know, make my own, you know? I thought that'd be kind of like a fun project. But also, there's like little pieces, like this little piece I can cut out by itself. I don't have to use the whole thing. Or these like letters I can cut out, you know? Or just cut, you know, like a little square and I can make a mini little tag there and have that as the background. Sorry, these books are big. I can't always fit them all in there because of how tall they are. So yeah, and like that, I would definitely cut out, you know, that design there I can cut out. That'd be a nice little swirl in the background. So many possibilities. There's always flowers to cut out. That's actually quite pretty. But, okay, besides the lamps, oh, there is a Tiffany lamp. That's nice. Let's fast forward through this. Look at all these to cut out, you know. Look at this. This is all news advert, or you know, newspaper. all these memorabilia stuff. So cool. Always love stuff like this. These I can make look like old postcards. Some nice old photos. Oh, there's a signature there. Look at these old stamps to cut out. Love this. And then just like cut them out. Granted, it does have a little bit of a shine to it. I'm sure you can see a little bit of glare. But just get some distress ink and stuff. Trying to age it up a little bit. These are keys and locks. Look at how cool these are. And these are just cut the keys out. That's really interesting. Even these pages out. Kind of gives that masculine look too for his journals like that. Ooh, look at that lion. Yeah, these are so fun. You can use that for like a pirate or something, or mermaids or something, you know. Who knows? Possibility is endless. That's kind of cool. Just all these little things. Magazines. Look at that. That's what I mean. There's just so much stuff to use on these. And then I have all these vintage collectible things, pictures of them in here, and yet I don't have to spend fortunes of money to find those things, you know? So I just have little photos of them to cut out and use as is, you know? So it's always fun finding these. And this was like, I'm trying to remember how much the hardcover books were at the thrift store I was at. I'm pretty sure these were 50 cents a piece. I'm pretty positive. But look at all these. There's a Cosmopolitan. That's Norman Rockwell for sure. Oh, love these. So cool. Oop, there's a little tear there. That's okay. These are so great. Yeah, there's Marilyn Monroe. Here's magician stuff. So I can use these in with like circus things maybe. Yeah, there's Houdini. Yeah, I can definitely use that in like circus stuff. Like all these are really great. And again, I don't know how I would use this, but like these colors are really interesting, and I would definitely like use my punches to punch things out. Ooh, and look at these old photos. We always look for old photos. So great. And these, you know, you can cut the little flowers out and stuff. You don't have to use the whole thing. I definitely like the bodies because I'm not huge into like potters and stuff, but I do like the little symbols they have on the bottom. Those are great to cut out. Use as little ephemera. These kind of remind me of Tim Holtz. What is it? The Curators. You know, that's what kind of reminds me of. Can make them look like that. Maps. There's really cool maps in here. Those are always fun to use. Look at these. And this one's like spiraled around. Isn't that great? There's the constellations. Love these. So you can use for like traveling journal. That's what they thought Michigan looked like back in the day. Much different now. And yeah, look at all these things. All these old book pages. Yeah, definitely cut them out and distress them. Love the map. So many great things. So this one is definitely worth it. I love this one because look at New York. Look how it shows how tall the buildings are. That's way different than like a normal one. So that's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And this one has ships down there. Yeah, this one's kind of like that too. Love these little houses. So cool. And different. Baking book. That's really interesting too. Oh, and then marbles. They had really cool marbles in here. Ones that I've never seen before. You know, I swore I had one like that. But I remember seeing ones like this that made me think of bowling balls. But there were some really pretty ones. These ones, I didn't even know they had ones with that. But I really like these ones. Isn't that amazing? I didn't know there were any like that. Especially that. Oh gosh. So yeah, definitely like that one. This one's, oh, this one's got children's books and comic books and stuff in them. Yeah, isn't that great? That right there could be a cover. Just cut that out. Or just cut little sections if you just want the cats or, you know, the doll or the boy fishing. or the letter A, you know. You can cut out boys, cut out little, you know, there's so many little things you can do. That is so cute. 1890. Wow. Trying to get this in there. There we go. Some of them you will recognize, like this one. I know Margaret from Sun Plaza, she has quite a few of those. I remember seeing them in her haul. Oh my gosh, some of these are just so cute. Can you see the little goats and donkey and everything? Oh, these are so cute. Love the butterflies there. Oh, there's like a little boy there. And little fairies. They're like little fairy things. Oh, there's Wizard of Oz. Alice in Wonderland. So many great things. And then here's more of the like China stuff. Again, you can fussy cut little things out of them. Instead of using the whole thing, you know. That's not bad. Interesting. What else? There's Christmas ornaments. I like the fishies. Oh, the trains are actually kind of cool. You can cut them out. Put them in traveling journal and stuff. I remember seeing those. I didn't know that they were collectible though. You know, I can cut the little boy out there. I don't have to use the whole thing. Same as this. Now we're at cigar boxes. I'll definitely cut that and that out. Definitely want to cut them out. Just then, yeah, I didn't know that Coca-Cola had like cigar labels. Clear and cool. But yeah, those are really interesting. I love that Virginia lady right there with the peacock. That's really gorgeous. Got all them to cut out. Yeah, look at all these. You know how expensive those are? Finding them in like antique stores and stuff. And here's Americana stuff that I've been wanting to use for Americana journal. And it only cost me like 50, if not $1. 50 cents, if not $1. Oh, and then here's like more like gymnastics stuff. I can use this for circus stuff. Circus themed journal. I love those hippos. I can use that for safari. Yeah, look at all these. It's really cool. And now Civil War stuff. I can use some of these for Americana too, I think. You know, like flags and stuff. Here's all the different badges. And these as well. You know, that's really great. We always look for old photos like that. Yeah, look at that writing. Oh my gosh. That is great. And then I can cut the inside of the clocks out, you know, for gears. That's really interesting. Cut that eagle out. Yeah, so many things. There's lots of clocks. Oh, and then like clothing. There are some really nice patterns in here too. You don't have to use the fabric as is. You know, I could just cut that little design going on there. They had samples of fabric, how to date fabric. You know, so I can always just use little pieces of fabric. See, that's a long skinny tag right there. And then add like a bird or something on there. Think outside the box. Oh, coins. I always love coins. Some nice ones in here. I saw a couple that I got. I like collecting coins because my grandfather used to. Passed away 20 years ago now. It's crazy how time flies. And here comes the AC again. Sorry, it is super loud. Let me see if I can turn that off. Okay, I turned the AC off because it's just super duper loud. I definitely have some Indian heads. I have a couple of those. I know I got one of them. Yeah, pretty sure. But mine's not like that. Mine's more like this. Mine's in the 1900s. And I can't remember if I have this one or not. I know I've seen that one before. And that eagle. And then some interesting combs. I actually thought these were kind of cool. And like, supposed to cut certain parts out. I don't know. They're really interesting though. There's some really nice ones. And then some fun comic books. Those are always fun. Got some interesting things. And oh, there's Popeye. Felix the cat. He has some fun stuff. Donald Duck. Yep. So another one. This one has buttons in it. Cameras, candle holders, canes, carnival glass, a whole bunch of stuff. Look at these buttons. This is one that was kind of hard for me to decide which side to use because I want them all. Like these ones, I definitely want these girls. Oh, I hear a little one crying. They're both brother and sister are in my bedroom together. Trying to get them to get along. But yeah, this bug is really cool because then, oh, let me go see what's going on. Okay, they should be getting along now. But yeah, I think, yeah, I can get that bug and then these 4 here. But I won't be able to get these 2, but I can get like these ones. So I love that little duck. But these are really pretty too. I love this right here. I love all of these. I think my hole punch is really close to the same size as these. I can't get them all the way. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks about 1 inch, so that'll be easy to punch out. These animals are great. I love that sailboat. You know, look at all these. These are so great. And granted, I love using buttons in my journals, but it's nice having little pictures of them because then they're not so dimensional and you know, make the journal so bulky. So it's nice having pictures of things. Oh, and like, look at this. I can always cut little things out of this. Like that label there, you know, the lenses. I don't know, just so many little things. This gold part here, and I can stamp something on there. You know, always think of all the little things in here too. All those little details and stuff. And I love wood grains. I can always, you know, use the section of that, you know, and stamp something on there. Cut that out. Yeah, all these little things. It's so cool. Love that. Yeah, speed graphic. Polaroid. Oh, I love that. Definitely cut that out. Some candle holders. Kind of random, but the canes actually do have some cool, you know, handpiece to it. So you can always fussy cut them out as well. Yeah, I remember there was like a dog one. That's kind of cool. The bird. The other dogs. Interesting. And then these were carnival glass. There was a really pretty one. I think it was the first one. Yeah, this one. Like, look how pretty that color is. So I wouldn't use it as is. I would use punches and stamp, or, you know, die cuts to get some interesting shapes and use those colors. It kind of makes me think of fish tails or like mermaid tails or something. I don't know. Or coral reefs or something. You know, cut that shape because it looks almost like a clamshell, you know. So many possibilities. So pretty colors. I can cut that fish out. Cut that. There's a butterfly there. Those acorns I can cut out. I like, these kind of make me think of fish scales too. I like the honeycomb here. Use that for, bees. Old carousels. That'd be fun to use in circus. You can use them in a circus journal. Oh, I love that one. That could be in mermaids, lion journal, lion journal. Oh, that's so pretty. And angel journal. You're so cute. Some really pretty ones. You know, cut out the flowers and stuff. Some old cars. Again, just cut out little pieces if you want. You know, those little labels. And then these ones were, oh, cartoons. Yeah, there's some interesting things. Some that are a little out there, but apparently they're valuable. They're collectibles. I did like, you know, lion and tigers in here. These kind of look interesting. These look like little cars out of the newspaper. These were cash registers, which again, cut all these little things out, like the $10 to 65 cents. And, you know, I can cut that out. All these little numbers here. So many things. Yeah, all of these. I love that. All that nice strip right there I'd cut out. All these numbers I would cut out. That I would cut out. That like scale thing is cool. I like this as well. So many things to cut out. Even that like metal piece there, that brass piece. So many things. Oh, I love that little thing too. I can cut all them out. Cut this out as a one piece. Cut all them out. That out, that out. Those are great. I love little things like that. Yeah, and like this, I don't have to cut the whole thing out. You know, I can just use that, you know, that title right there and cut out. This one has some letters on here. A, B, D, and E. I forgot C. Numbers and stuff. Cut that out. Now cats. There's lots of little kitty stuff. If you're a cat lover. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. These are in cat journals. Chalkware. Chess sets. Those could be kind of interesting. You know, cut the horse out. Or the knight. That was kind of pretty color. Interesting. Next book. Oh, this one's got like cookbooks and stuff in it. Corkscrews. There's some cookbooks. Look at all these pages. Just cut them out. Oh, I love that photo. You know, cut all these out and just stress them a little bit. You can always add them onto cardstock too, or, you know, thicker paper. Granted, these pages are pretty decent. Granted, the only bad thing is that they are semi-glossy. So they got that really smooth feel to it, that slippery feel. Isn't that great? The Story of Crisco. I love these. Who has not seen one of them copperfish? Remember seeing them in kitchens? Now here are some interesting corkscrews. Again, can just use little bits and pieces. You know, cut all those little things out. Really, oh, there's a wooden one. That's interesting. Now this one has a dog. You can cut the doggy out. The birds. Those ones are actually kind of. That was kind of nice. The horse. So you never know. Old photos, log cabin songs, country music. Those are great to cut out. Really cool. Some old photos. And you know, the pictures of the albums. Vinyl records, whatever. Wow, those are great. Oh, and then these are really pretty too. I love the designs on these. This looks cool because it looks like it's from like a newspaper or something. Beautiful colors, great to have in the background of something. Look at those. This one was made 1874. I love the colors in here, the red, white, and blue. So gorgeous. This one was made in 1901. Here's even some cowboy stuff. You know, if you're doing a Western journal, or one on horses or one on cowboys, some hats. This one has some horses in here, train, and you know, the ship, you know, a lot of things to cut out. I love this because I love her for like an Americana journal. It looks like Washington there. Some really interesting stuff in here. I love that. That's like old postcards, it looks like. Ooh, the birds. And that's a really cool map. That's Washington, D.C. It looks like a capital. And then cut glass. Those are kind of hard to use, but I do like these little label things on the bottom. I wish that was straightforward, because then I would cut that clock out. But you never know. You know, sometimes you just want like a little design. You know, that's actually kind of pretty. Just cut that and then, you know, ephemera. Possibilities are endless. With encyclopedias are the best. Children's encyclopedias, collectible encyclopedias. There's encyclopedias over everything. It's really, really cool. Oh, dance memorabilia. Look at that old ticket. That's really cool. Old coin. Oh, those are cute. Do like a little old fairy journal. If you're doing like a ballet journal on ballet, that'd be cool to have one of the old vintage slippers. That's really cool. Old, what's the little, not menu thing, but the who's all playing and everything. Some duckies. I love those decoys. Decoys. They got fish and different types of ducks. I thought my dad had a decent one that he always had. That might be collectible. Again, more glassware. And then detective fiction. Ooh. Love that. That's really cool too. Why am I whispering? I don't even know. Here's some titles. Ooh, Sherlock Holmes. Love these. Those are so fun. Yes, so worth it. Oh, these ones have a lot of M's and N's. Oh, match safes. Isn't that pretty? Am I even in camera? Semi-focused, centered. Like, that's actually really pretty. I would cut that R out. I like that design. I don't know, I would cut that out and use on something. It kind of makes me think of underwater for some reason. Because of the blues and stuff. That would be nice to cut out. The moon is kind of scary, but kind of interesting at the same time. That's cool. 1908. Huh. Look at all these to cut out. It's just never ending. There's so many interesting things. Oh, and that folds out. That's cool. These all different metals. It's very different. And those are nice. Definitely is that in the Americana-like journal. There's a menu and it's shaped as a fish. Oh wow. These ones are on the napkins for the day, the menu of the day. I wonder if they have one of the Titanic in here. But yeah, look at all these different menus. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's like handwritten. Things were so much fancier back then. Movie memorabilia. So fun. Here's some good photos and signatures. Wizard of Oz. Heidi with Shirley Temple. Music boxes. Again, you can just use the little pieces of it. You don't have to use the whole thing, you know. Like even this one, I really like this part. I'll just cut that out. Can cut that out. Cut that little thing there out. You know. Just use bits and pieces. You know, I can fussy cut these gold flowers out. I don't have to use the whole thing. I can just cut that sailboat out, or these little houses. Yeah, that clock I would cut out. That I would cut out. Those little bees. Oh, sorry, the musky smell of these. It's making my sinuses act up. This one's a little bit more muskier than the other ones. Sorry about that. Oh, I love that. That's really cool too. And that. You need to let these air out a little. Like that. Ugh, so much. See what I mean? I can't help but go page by page with these because there's just so much interesting things in here. Oh, look at that gnarly thing. I wonder what that sounds like. How do you hang on to it? How big is it really? That's interesting. These look like almost like clarinets. Look at the case for that. Oh my gosh. Oh, this page came out. Unless it's from something else. This is actually from a magazine. Ooh, I love that right there. That map in the back, or boat in the back. Those are cool. So that's a bonus. If you like a musical journal, have some nice musical stuff in here. Really cool. Love that. Use these for sailing, traveling. Oh, I love those old lamps. Those are really cool. Navajo blankets. Nice. Those are always gorgeous. Those are valuable. Needlework. These are also good for, you know, backgrounds and doing things on top of it. For a little color. This is great for a sewing journal. Oh, look at the strawberry. It's so cute. Even just that little design there. What are these ones made out of? Does it say? Gift shark cases. These are acorns. The set left was made from an actual nut. Huh. So that's vegetable ivory. Actual nut. That's interesting. I didn't know they did that. Isn't that pretty? And the Singer's sewing machine. That was quite popular back then. All these little sewing things. That'd be great for a sewing journal. All those little things. They had like little needles and stuff in there. Those are kind of interesting. These little things to cut out. Here's some nursing bottles. So if you're doing like a baby journal or something, maybe you could use this for that. Very different back then. It's kind of interesting. Oh, that's cute. Can just cut that out, you know. Those are cute. Oh, Peter. Tinkerbell. Different. And this one has, oh, photographs. Oh, I love these. And I just love this cover too. This one instantly I wanted for like whole Americana things. This is what I'm going for, is that time period, the look, the, you know, the dark reds and blues and stuff. I'm just, want that so bad. And again, just cut these little knobs out, that little part there. That's really pretty. You can just cut that out as is. Use that little strip there. Ooh, I love that. Those are really cool pictures. You know, I can use letters, something. I really like that wood. I've seen that a million times. Yeah, so many little things to cut out. Bits and bobs. And punch out stars in this gold. And then you don't, it looks like gold glitter almost, but like you punch stars out and stuff, and then you don't have to worry about the glitter everywhere. Yeah, here's old photos. Isn't that great? Oh, sorry. The frames are really interesting too. I thought this one was funny because like I'm assuming they're like brothers, like pretending like they're gonna beat each other up, but the dog wouldn't hold still, and then all of a sudden this little kid comes up and pulling on the dad's pants. Is that Niagara Falls? Oh, that one's great. I love that one. The little boy is so cute. Yeah, love these. Here they got the bicycle back then. Oh my gosh, I still can't get over how they got on them. And here's like a old school, and they even have kids up here standing. Look at them all in their suits. Don't see kids like that anymore. Old pipes. But yeah, just fussy cut this out. I wouldn't, and then just cut right here, and then I'll just keep that out. It seems that horse, that's really pretty. You know, that would be kind of cool for a men's journal. Masculine. You could use some of these in that too. I'm not into smoking or anything. I'm actually allergic to cigarette smoke, so I'm never into anything like this, so. Oh, the playing cards. That was another really cool one. We always do projects with playing cards. There's some really interesting ones. That's really cool looking. Look at that one. Look at the different backs on them. Love that. Love that. That's cool. I can make that look like a mini postcard almost. And that one too. Love these. And here's police memorabilia. Those are really nice too. Love this handwriting. All different badges. Really interesting stuff in here. Love this. Love that. Political stuff. Definitely use that in the Americana stuff. All this stuff. Perfect. I have the coin with her on it. Look at these old stamps. I wish, I could just like take them out of the page and use them. Because it shows like on the box, inside the box, what they actually look like. They made it like simple there. Because the white, that's the one right there. Ah, love them. Old Kennedy hat. These are old postcards. We always love finding those. Which actually, I got a couple more and some nice photos. I went to an antique store and I'm so excited to share what I found in there. I haven't gone there since I was pregnant with my daughter because it's kind of tight in some spots, and I was just, you know, there's some very valuable things there, and I was just thinking, little one, she's gonna knock things over. Granted, she's only 2. We had her in her own little stroller, her little one, and I let her play on my phone. There's so many times I wanted to take pictures and show you guys some things because there's so much beautiful things I found in there, but she was being really good and not being noisy or anything or getting anything because I let her play her games on my phone. So I wasn't able to share pictures that I wanted to. I was so sad. But I did get some nice stuff. Ooh, these posters. Love that. Yeah, this one was definitely a score. I saw like these. I'm like, yep, you're going in my cart. See more Americana stuff. Really cool. Patches, pressed glass. It's actually kind of pretty. Ooh, look at that color. That kind of looks like you can make it like a big snowflake. Oh, I remember those are a big thing. Ooh, here's puppets. Those are kind of scary. Some of them are cute, you know, but some of them freak me out. But then there's quilts, and somebody had a magazine on quilts, which I thought was great because I would definitely use this. You know, there's some nice stuff in here. I'm trying to, oh yeah, this. I really like this. I wanted to cut that out and use as ephemera. Even this, you know, mail-in, I can cut out. There was some nice thing. Oh, and then this in here, I can use. Yeah, so that was like a bonus. I really liked that in there. So I got an extra little magazine on quilts. Some nice patterns and stuff in here. So that was a bonus. And then quilts are always fun to have, you know, pictures of them, so you can just use little pieces of them on tags. That's pretty. Yeah, just have this in the background on a page. Journal on. So yeah, so that's all of them. And see, I got carried away again with those books. So I'm going to stop here. I still got the bag of stuff I got from a antique store, which I'm so excited to share with you. So stay tuned for that. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on the stuff from the antique store. Oh, I can't wait to share that with you. So stay tuned. Talk to you later. Bye.